Welcome back. On this day one of 2013, statistics say almost half of Canadian adults have made some kind of New Year's resolution, but it is a much smaller number when it comes to sticking with those goals. Ross Lord explains.
At the Halifax Oval, a throng of skaters strides into January with New Year's resolutions intact.
I think it's an excellent idea. Ours is to come skating more often.
This is our first time here.
Pledging to improve ourselves in the new year is a tradition. It began long before hockey skates, and the majority of Canadians make New Year's resolutions, from dropping a few pounds and stopping smoking to better budgeting, all of which can help with another big resolution, becoming a better person. Need some inspiration? How about someone whose New Year's resolution changed her life?
I really kicked it 2 years ago, so I'm still kind of coasting on past glories.
Which was?
Lose weight. I lost 100 pounds. I got fit. I can do all kinds of things I couldn't do before.
Debbie's motto, give up the things you want now for the things you want the most.
Now, it just came from a New Year's levee where they had this really great rum-laced fruitcake, so there have to be exceptions.
Of course, we're not all that successful. By most estimates, only 1 in 5 Canadians stick to their New Year's resolution for the entire year, and just as many give it up in one day.
I don't really create these New Year's resolutions, but because nobody ever keeps them.
These folks resolved to eat healthier, but on the day after their New Year's Eve party, it's been a struggle.
So what are you eating today?
I ate large fries, and it's kind of awkward right now, but...
With the weight of self-made promises too much to bear, some are stepping gingerly into the new year, while others cut a more forceful path to the future. Ross Lord, Global News, Halifax.
And joining us now is Global National's health specialist, Dr. Ellie Zentner. Nice to have you.
Nice to be here. Happy New Year.
So we know that weight loss is always going to rank at the top of the list when we start doing resolutions. But I want to talk about a study that caught your eye in 2012, and it talks about really all kinds of changes in human behavior, so not just weight loss.
So this is the National Mindless Eating Challenge that was published out of Cornell University. It's an ongoing study. It's even continuing today. Looked at over 500 people and asked them to choose from a list of over 25 sort of food rules. These were little things from just not eating food out of a package to keeping your counters clean to eating breakfast every morning. Just asking them to make 1 or 2 things. Right. And it followed them out over a period of a year. It asked people to check in on a monthly basis, and what it did was look at the stats at the end of the day. 40% of people who adhered to these kind of little rules, so to speak, lost weight over the period of a year at a rate of about 2 pounds a month, and 27% remained the same. These are numbers we never see in any weight loss challenge, and I really love this kind of concept of little change over long periods.
That is the key though, right? Yeah. If we go out and we do this wide, broad sweeping, you're going to change everything about your life overnight, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, and in fact, behavioral psychologists support this kind of idea in anything you're wanting to be at resolve this year, is make what I call smart changes. Make sure they're sustainable, they're time sensitive, they're measurable, they're achievable, and they're realistic.
I think people want to hear what some of these items on the list were, so let's chat about a few of them. Because the one that interested me the most was put your utensils down while you're eating so that you slow down your eating process.
So from a physiological perspective, it takes a while for your stomach to tell your brain, excuse me, that you're full. And the idea is that as North Americans, and we have this wonderful way of sort of mindlessly eating very quickly. Europeans don't do it that much. They have considered periods of time. They even have coffee time, tea time, for example. So putting down your utensils between meals, taking a moment, it also brings back the idea that I really hope families engage in 2013 is family eating time, so to speak, which is something that we haven't done for decades. Another one is keeping your counters clean of any foods other than healthy ones. So, you know, fruits and vegetables on the counter, fine, but chips and crackers, not a great idea. Eating breakfast every morning is another one. Finally, never eating out of a package. So, you know, portion sizes have doubled in the last decade. Getting a sustained or confined portion size so you know exactly how much you're eating.
Good start to the new year, I
Absolutely.
think.
One step at a time is the key.
Dr. Zentner, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.